the book Pizzagate, Pedogate, a no-nonsense fact-filled reader by AceOfSwords and Joachim Hagopian, takes a deep dive into the phenomenon known as Pizzagate. The Pizzagate phenomenon has captivated the internet, sparked intense debate, and raised serious questions about power, secrecy, and the potential for hidden truths. Let's start at the beginning. Pizzagate first gained traction in 2016, during the heat of the U.S. presidential election that year. It all began with the release of emails from Hillary Clinton's campaign chairman, John Podesta, by WikiLeaks. Now, most of these emails were mundane, but some contained peculiar references to food items like pizza, pasta, and hot dogs. These seemingly innocuous terms caught the attention of internet sleuths on platforms like Reddit and 4chan, who began to suspect that these words might be code for something more sinister. For example, in one email, Podesta discusses a handkerchief left at a house, which is described as pizza-related. In another, someone mentions opening a box expecting pasta and sauces, but finding an assortment of cheeses instead. These strange exchanges led some to believe that the emails were using coded language, potentially related to illicit activities. Now, it's important to note that the researchers who initially explored these theories were often dismissed as conspiracy theorists, particularly because many of them supported President Donald Trump. However, as we delve deeper, it's crucial to separate the facts from the assumptions and consider the evidence objectively. So, what exactly were these code words? According to some internet communities, terms like cheese pizza were believed to be slang for child pornography, and the words pasta and hot dog were code words for boy. While these interpretations might seem far-fetched, they gained traction when similar language was found in other contexts, such as advertisements on the dark web. For instance, one advertisement for cheese pizza included explicit references to child pornography, using the same terminology. This connection, however tenuous, fueled the belief that the Podesta emails might be using similar coded language. Now, let's be clear. There is no concrete evidence that these interpretations are accurate. However, the sheer number of coincidences and the consistency of the language used have led some to believe that there might be more to these emails than meets the eye. As the investigation into Pizzagate gained momentum, attention turned to Comet Ping Pong, a pizzeria in Washington, D.C., owned by James Alefantis. Alefantis, who was named one of the 50 most powerful people in Washington, D.C., became a central figure in the controversy. His restaurant was frequently mentioned in the Podesta emails, and researchers began to uncover connections between Alefantis, the Clintons, and other influential figures. Alefantis' Instagram account, which has since been set to private, contained posts that some found disturbing. Images of children in questionable contexts, references to kill rooms, and other unsettling content fueled the belief that there might be something sinister at play. Additionally, the restaurant's logo and artwork were scrutinized for potential connections to pedophile symbols, as identified by the FBI. To understand Pizzagate, it's important to consider the broader context of allegations involving powerful individuals and institutions. For decades, there have been reports and documentaries about pedophilia and ritual abuse in elite circles. From the Franklin scandal in the 1980s to the accusations against Hollywood figures like film director Bryan Singer, these stories suggest a pattern of abuse and cover-up. Moreover, the case of Laura Silsby, a Baptist missionary who attempted to traffic Haitian children out of the country, adds another layer of complexity. Silsby's connections to the Clinton Foundation and her subsequent legal troubles raise questions about the involvement of powerful individuals in potential trafficking operations. The media's response to Pizzagate has been largely dismissive, often labeling it as fake news and a conspiracy theory. However, this response has been met with skepticism by those who believe that the media is complicit in covering up potential crimes. The case of Mark Thompson, the former head of the BBC, who allegedly lied to protect notorious pedophile Jimmy Savile, has only added to the distrust. Furthermore, the introduction of the fake news narrative has been seen by some as a way to discredit alternative media and suppress information that challenges the mainstream narrative. This has led to concerns about censorship and the erosion of free speech. Despite the controversy and the lack of concrete evidence, the investigation into Pizzagate continues. New developments, such as the arrest of individuals connected to child trafficking rings and the release of additional documents, have kept the story in the public eye. The 2019 arrest of Jeffrey Epstein, a billionaire with ties to numerous powerful figures, and his suicide that same year further fueled speculation about the existence of a global pedophile network. Ultimately, it's important to emphasize that the Pizzagate story is not just about conspiracy theories or internet rumors. It's about the need for transparency, accountability, and a deeper understanding of the potential for abuse within our power structures. Whether or not the specific allegations of Pizzagate are proven true, the story serves as a reminder that we must remain vigilant and demand answers when suspicions of wrongdoing arise. This has been a BrightLearn video from BrightLearn.ai on the book Pizzagate, Pedogate, a no-nonsense fact-filled reader by AceOfSwords and Joachim Hagopian. Visit BrightLearn.ai for more fascinating videos like this one, and visit naturalnews.com for full editorial coverage and breaking news on critical stories that keep you informed and aware of what's really going on.